I welcome you all in this video where you will learn about inflation and methods to calculate inflation. After watching this video, you will be able to explain the term inflation and describe the methods of calculating inflation. Inflation means generally an unduly high and persistent rise in the general level of prices over a period of time. We can say it is the sustained rise in the price of goods and services. Inflation rate is the percentage rate of increase of the level of prices during a particular period. Price rise of a single commodity is not inflation, but if there is a general level increase in the price of goods and services in an economy, that is known as inflation. When the general price level rises, each unit of currency buys fewer goods and services. Thus, inflation results in loss of value of money. As inflation rises, every rupee you own buys a smaller percentage of a good or a service. There are two common methods of measuring inflation. First, by computing change in the price index numbers, and second, by comparing the change in GNP deflator. There are various methods to calculate inflation. So when we use price index numbers, different methods are wholesale price index, consumer price index, producer price index, commodity price index, cost of living index, and capital goods price index. In these methods, wholesale price index and consumer price index are the most important. The other way of measuring the inflation is by comparing the change in GNP deflator. So GNP or GDP deflator becomes another important method to be considered for measuring inflation. The formula for calculating rate of inflation using wholesale price index is PIN T minus PIN T minus 1 divided by PIN T minus 1 into 100, where PIN T is the wholesale price index number for the year selected for measuring inflation, and PIN T minus 1 is the PIN in the preceding year. So in this formula, if you want to calculate the rate of inflation for the year 2020, you have to find out the price index number for the year 2020 minus price index number for the year 2019 divided by price index number for the year 2019 into 100. You may download the data for wholesale price inflation from the website of Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. Approximately 697 items in three major categories are covered while calculating wholesale price inflation. And these three categories are primary articles, fuel and power, and manufactured products. The weight of primary articles is 22.61%, fuel and power items is 13.15%, and manufactured product items is 64.23%. In this table, inflation in these three categories as well as for all commodities is shown. Similarly, you can search for the data of consumer price inflation index using CPI method. In this table, consumer price index, which is CPI, is shown where the base year is 2012. There are approximately 448 items in the rural basket and approximately 460 items in the urban basket while calculating inflation. Inflation rate for rural, urban items as well as combined is shown in the table. The formula for calculating consumer price inflation index is similar to that of wholesale price inflation index, where the formula is price index number of T year minus price index number of T minus 1 year divided by price index number of T minus 1 year multiplied by 100. Let us now understand the difference between wholesale price index and consumer price index. If you see the meaning, wholesale price index amounts to the average change in prices of commodities at wholesale level, whereas in consumer price index, it indicates the average change in the prices of commodities at the retail level. So first major difference between WPI and CPI is WPI considers the prices of the commodities at the wholesale level, whereas in CPI we consider the prices of the commodities at the retail level. The second difference is which organization publishes the data for WPI and CPI. So data for WPI is published by the Office of Economic Advisor, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, whereas data for Consumer Price Index CPI is published by Central Statistics Office, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. The third major difference between WPI and CPI is WPI measures the prices of goods and there is no services, whereas in CPI it measures the prices of goods and services both. In wholesale price index, first stage of transaction is used for the measurement of inflation, whereas in CPI, final stage of transaction is used for the measurement of inflation. Prices are paid by the manufacturers and wholesalers in the wholesale price index, whereas in consumer price index, prices are paid by the consumers. In wholesale price index, 697 items are covered under the three major categories of primary articles, fuel and power, and manufactured products. Whereas in consumer price index, items are divided into rural basket and urban basket, where we have approximately 448 items in rural basket and 460 items in urban basket. The next comparison is on the basis of what types of items are covered in wholesale price index and consumer price index. Manufacturing inputs and intermediate goods like minerals, machinery, basic metals are covered in WPI, whereas education, communication, transportation, recreation, apparel, food and beverages, housing, and medical care are covered in CPI or consumer price index. The base year for WPI is 2011 and 12, whereas for consumer price index is 2012. WPI is used by only few countries including India, whereas the method of CPI is used by more than 150 countries. In wholesale price index, data for primary articles, fuel and power is released on weekly basis, whereas for overall items on monthly basis since 2012. In consumer price index, data is released on monthly basis. The another important method for measuring inflation is GNP deflator method. In this method, it uses the ratio of nominal GNP in a year to the real GNP of that year. The formula is nominal GNP divided by real GNP, where nominal GNP is gross national product at current prices, whereas real GNP is gross national product at constant prices. The major difference between nominal and real GNP is in nominal GNP, inflation is included, whereas in real GNP, prices of some base year is taken. Economists consider GNP deflator as a better method as it takes into account all the final prices, both wholesale and retail, when it is compared with WPI or CPI methods. So, these are the three popular methods which are used in our country to measure inflation, which is wholesale price index, consumer price index, and GNP deflator method. Let us check what we have learned in this video with the help of some multiple choice questions. And the question number 1 is, inflation means generally an unduly high and persistent rise in the blank over a period of time. A. Consumer expectations. B. General level of prices. C. Oil prices. D. Prices of food items. And the right answer is B, general level of prices. When the general price level rises, each unit of currency buys option A, fewer goods and services, B, more goods and services, C, equal goods and services, D, no goods and services. And the right answer is A, fewer goods and services. Which of the following method is not used for measuring inflation? A, wholesale price index, B, consumer price index, C, GNP deflator, D, none of the above. And the right answer is D, none of the above. Consumer price index method indicates the average change in the prices of commodities at the A, wholesale level, B, retail level, C, both wholesale and retail level, D, neither wholesale nor retail level. And the right answer is B, retail level. Thank you for watching this video.